Have you ever noticed how the conversation is over, but your mind just refuses to let it end? You're in bed, lights are off, and suddenly, you're right back there, replaying what you said, what they said, and what you should have said. You're not crazy. You're just human, and there's some fascinating psychology behind why your mind does this. First, your brain is wired to protect your social image. Psychologists call this the social monitoring system. When a conversation feels awkward, emotional, or maybe just a little off, your brain flags it as important, so it replays it over and over, not to torture you, but to try and prevent future rejection or embarrassment. Your mind is essentially asking, did we say the right thing? Because, evolutionarily, belonging meant survival. Second, replaying conversations can actually be a sign of high self-awareness. People who reflect deeply tend to analyze interactions more than others. You notice the little things shift in tone, a long pause, a subtle facial expression. This is super common in emotionally intelligent people. But here's the catch: without boundaries, that self-awareness can quickly turn into overthinking. Healthy reflection becomes draining rumination. Third, your brain absolutely hates unfinished business. This is known as the Zeigarnik effect. Unresolved moments stay way louder in our memory than the ones that are neatly wrapped up. If you didn't get closure, if you didn't get to speak your truth, your mind keeps reopening that file, desperately hoping to complete it, even when there's nothing more that can be done. Fourth, replaying conversations often means you care a lot. You care about people, about meaning, and about doing the right thing. But here's the trap: your brain confuses caring with control. It gets tricked into believing that if it just thinks long enough and hard enough, it can somehow rewrite the past. It can't. And that's exactly where anxiety is born. In that gap between what happened and what we wish had happened. And finally, the fifth reason you replay conversations is because your mind is incredibly busy. But it's not present. When the current moment feels too quiet, uncertain, or even boring, the brain fills that silence with the past. Not because it's useful, but because it's familiar. It's a known territory. But here's the lesson that most people miss in all of this: the mind replays. The wise person releases. You don't need a better comeback or a more perfect response. You need acceptance. Not every moment requires correction. Some moments only require letting go. So next time your mind starts to rewind the tape, don't fight it. Just notice it. Acknowledge it. Maybe even thank it for trying to protect you. And then, gently, bring your attention back to now, back to your breath, back to this moment. If this made you feel seen and understood, you're definitely not alone. Subscribe for more psychology that helps explain what you feel but maybe never learned how to name. Thanks for watching.